If you're thinking of building a relatively compact PC, or you're simply looking for some inspiration to restyle your current system, you've come to the right place. Where smaller size often meets excellent hardware compatibility, we find Micro ATX. It's the sweet spot for low-cost PC building, whilst avoiding the inflated price tags associated with Mini ITX, or even the heavyweights and larger sizes that we find within ATX.
So does this make Micro ATX the GOAT, or does it come with compromises?
Of course, with smaller PC cases, there will occasionally be compromises. Usually with Micro ATX, those compromises are often found with limited space for larger radiators, a lack of cable management space, or sacrifices to the overall cooling and airflow. Those niggles can often be forgiven when we build within the limitations, consider their space-saving footprints, the greater value for money, and not forgetting a lack of wasted interior space. This often leads to a stronger overall aesthetic and a more thought out build in general.
So how do you choose the right Micro ATX case? Is there a go-to specification that you should be looking for?
There's no real straightforward answer here. What works for me might not work for you. From very compact Micro ATX cases shrouded in mesh panels to those on the larger spectrum with glass. Let's take a look at a selection of our best Micro ATX builds, talk about some of those cases, and not forgetting their quirks.
So let's grab a coffee, kick back, and let's bless your eyeballs with some of the finest Micro ATX erotica.
Let's kick things off with our personal favourite for the ultimate in portability, the 𝐲𝐵 Z20. Coming in at around $99, this compact Micro ATX case combines style with practicality thanks to a large tempered glass panel along with an absolutely solid carry handle. With mobility in mind, the Z20 sacrifices quick-release panels in favour of thumb screws for more rigidity. All of the materials feel premium, and the carry handle can be removed for a more refined and sleek style. Building in the Z20 is a fun process which keeps you on your toes. Its small size certainly limits cooling support along with graphics card thickness, and be prepared for some interesting cable management, but build within the case's constraints, and this one goes hard. If you're a LAN gamer or simply like to move your system around a lot, the Z20 is hard to beat for a portable case.
But if those size sacrifices are a deal breaker, 𝐲𝐵 might have another option for you.
By no means a true compact case, the 𝐲𝐵 D33 is what we would call oversized Micro ATX. This chassis retains a lower height whilst extending its length to accommodate larger hardware and more airflow. Similar to the Z20, this one starts at around $99 too, making it an appealing option for those seeking cooling over portability. The D33 comes in several styles, from black and white variations to those with wood and more simplified plain black intake slats. This chassis feels like a downsized ProArt or Fractal North case, and that is not a bad thing. Building in the D33 couldn't be easier. We especially loved the option for two front intake fans to drive more airflow through an air-cooled system. Along with this, a quirky top bracket which hides the fans out of the main chamber. The D33 is practical with ample airflow, though it could be easily mistaken for an ATX mid-tower.
A larger Micro ATX case isn't always a bad thing. We all want more cooling support and higher airflow, right?
The NZXT H3 Flow is one of the best Micro ATX cases that we've built with for airflow relative to price, especially when combined with a tower air cooler. More often than not, Micro ATX cases struggle to comfortably accommodate air coolers due to their compact size. This leads to indirect airflow paths and in turn, turbulence. However, this $60 cooling powerhouse retains the looks and style of a typical mid-tower, along with a more standardized cooling format. A lack of 360mm radiator support can be forgiven when we take into consideration there's space for 7 fans around the case, not forgetting the space for graphics cards up to 377mm. If Micro ATX systems are meant to be low cost by definition, then the H3 Flow is hard to beat when cutting costs without sacrificing cooling or style points.
With style in mind, it's hard to look past Lee & Lee. It was only a couple of weeks ago that they sent us an email exclaiming, "Honey, we shrunk the O11.
Where panoramic views of your hardware are the main priority, the O11 Vision M comes in hot with its glass, cube-like design and effortless style. Our association with the O11 lineup has tilted towards large, heavy cases for quite some time now, but this $75 offering from Lee & changes things. The main party feature for us has to be the hidden radiator section at the top of the chassis, keeping a clean, tube-free look. Of course, in true PCMR style, the Vision M has more fan support than strictly required. But this opens a door to cooling some of the hottest hardwares in a case which otherwise shouldn't allow it by design. If the Lee & ecosystem is your thing, or you need to flex that $2,000 graphics card, or even RAM, then the O11 Vision M is hard to beat for its relative low cost.
It's time to move away from panoramic cases and back to those with wooden faces. Did you hear that? The goat has entered the room.
The A3, a case which needs no introduction on the channel at this point, but for those who have been hiding under a rock, let me explain what makes this one goated, and then later, why it might be dethroned. A collaboration with Lee & and Dan Cases made the A3 possible. This chassis doesn't have a particularly small footprint, instead its low height brings that compact edge to the forefront of its style. This case's strength lies in its ability to accommodate the largest graphics cards on the market, while simultaneously embracing dual 360mm radiator support. And not forgetting there's multiple different style options available to suit different build requirements. The A3 offers a lot of value for money, with prices starting at around $70. This case is truly the jack of all trades when it comes to building a Micro ATX system, and we're yet to run into any major obstacles with hardware support. The main downfall for the A3 is its lack of hidden cable management routing, which means builders will have to take more time to plan and get creative with making those power snakes look neat and tidy. With that said, the rewards certainly make it worthwhile in the end. If you're struggling with cable management, then we have a video specifically on that subject, along with previous A3 builds too. We'll link all of them in the description below.
So the A3 has been the GOAT for quite some time now, and our videos only emphasise that, but things might be about to change.
Could this dethrone the A3, or simply offer an alternative option? Following multiple years of success for the A3, Lee & collaborated with Dan Cases once again, and have brought us the new B4. A smaller, more compact chassis than the A3, the B4 embraces the true definition of small form factor in a Micro ATX format, and it starts at just $85. Unlike the Dan Cases A3, this one doesn't natively support 360mm radiators at the top. Instead, the doors have been unlocked for a front intake fan, a shorter overall length with radiator support on the side, and not forgetting the fact that this case supports horizontal and vertical formats. Just when we thought that was everything, modularity then comes into play. This $29 Aero deck add-on takes what started as a tiny airflow box and reshapes it into a stylish, customizable powerhouse where more cooling options are unlocked, and not to mention the extra style points which come with that too. If you had to choose between the A3 and the new B4, there are a few important factors to consider. If keeping costs low whilst utilising solid airflow and liquid cooling is paramount, the A3 is hard to beat. If you're on a quest for the smallest Micro ATX case, but need a platform to build upon in the future, the B4 with its add-ons and modularity comes into its own.
Choosing a case is difficult, I hear you, but if you want my advice, go with your heart on this one first.
What I mean by that is, choose a case which stands out to you first. The primary focus should always be how it looks. Heck, we need to spend all of our time looking at it after all. Then before you make a purchase, check the hardware support for that specific case to ensure it meets your hardware requirements. There are far more Micro ATX cases on the market than we could possibly cover in one video. Instead, we wanted to simplify that selection process to just a small handful which we've been genuinely excited about, each for their own reasons. Have any of the cases in this video appealed to you? If so, which ones and why? Leave a comment below so that we can talk about it with you. Of course, all of the clips you've seen in this video can be found as full build features on the channel. I'll leave links in the description so you can go watch them right after this. Before we wrap things up, a cheeky like on this video wouldn't go amiss, and if you're not already subscribed, there's a button specifically for that.
Now, whatever your next build might be, enjoy the process, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. So does this make micro eggs? Like just draw a case out of white paper.
White paper?
Do not use black paper, you can't see the ink on it. Stinks, man. It really does. Professional Matthew. Blech. It's hard to look past Lee and Lee. It's just broad. Broad brand. So let's grab a coffee, kick back, and let's bless your eyeballs with some of the finest Micro ATX erotica. Oh, coming soon to Matt's OnlyFans.